Hello my guys, how far? Today I can teach you guys how I created this Heineken beer ad design. I've included the link to the files of this design inside the description so that you guys can download the files and follow along as we create. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. So first I will create new document. We're gonna go with 1080 by 1350 and then 120 resolution. Since we go post them for either Instagram or Facebook, so this be the size we will go with. So I will create the canvas or the document like this, and then the next thing I will do is I will create the gradient green background. So I will choose my presets from here and then create my colors. So I have this green colorway already saved out for my color palette top, so I'll just choose from there. So I'll just go okay down and then choose the lighter part, then okay down. But since I don't want make the gradient color pop up very well, I will adjust the darker shade green color small, so see the effect go pop up well. And then I go adjust the lighter shade too small. Okay, so this be but then if we go to my reference like this, I see the light source they come from the left hand side of the canvas, that be here. So that be what I will try achieve for here. So what we will change the angle of the light source, so say it will come from the left hand side of the screen. So we did done like this. Now I go click and then drag, so say I go create the balance of the gradient well. Okay, so I think this be okay. So I go okay. So now we achieve our gradient background. I would like create the vibrancy of the light source. So what I will do is I will come here and then can click on this small plus icon for you to create a new document, and then I will choose the brush tool from the tools panel, and then making sure see my foreground color day on white. I just go click on top of them like this, and then I go can change the blending option for here to overlay. You see how vibrancy or vibrant or bright the light source be, but then I go adjust the size of I'm going to adjust the size of the light source. Okay, with the way the bright too much, so what I will do is I will come to the fill percentage for you and then tone them down a bit. I think I will push them down to like 40%. I think this will be fine. If we go to my reference image, I see say if you take a closer look at the background, I see say check like you have this gritty feel. The background has some gritty feel. Yes, that be some texture we I put for inside. So I will open up the my file explorer and then import the texture on the design. So we'll go unlock them and then click and drag them on top of the design. I will zoom out and then adjust the size, so say it will fit on top of them like this, and then press enter to okay, and then I will zoom in. Okay, so now what I will do is I will change the blending option of the texture, so say it will blend with the background well. We'll go with soft light, and then I will change the fill percentage. I will pull them down because I know they won't make it show too much. Okay, I think this be fine. Okay, so if we look at my reference again, I see we have this text outline as part of the background. Yes, so that be what we can create. So I will choose my my text tool from the tools panel and then click on top with I will go use Biba Snow as the font type, and then click on top of the canvas to write it happy hour. Okay, so we'll go with the happy, and then I will adjust the size like this. Okay, I'll press enter. Then I will hold hot on my keyboard and then I will click and then drag to duplicate them like this. Then I will choose my text tool again and then write the hour like this. So this be So I will adjust the size of it. Okay. So now I will head to the layers panel top and then double click on the happy to create the outline effect. So I will choose stroke for the layer style panel top. So stroke, the size the way you define. So I go okay and then I can tone down the fill percentage. Yes, so this be how I will do same for the hour 2. So I will double click and choose the stroke, okay, and then change the percentage of the fill. Okay, so this be how it is. So with both words selected, I go click and then drag them like this, then tilt them a bit to fill the background just as it did for the reference top. So like this. Just making sure say it in the middle of the canvas paper. So I go okay. Then with both layers selected, I go right click and then convert them to smart objects. Okay, so I will change them our blending option to soft light and then tone down the fill a bit to like 80. So say it will be subtle, you know, go compete with the main subjects. Okay, so right now with my background perfectly created, I can put all of them in a group and then name it background. So I will group them and then name it background. I do this most of the time to keep my layers panel very clean and neat. So I go enter and then I will lock it so that I don't move it or do anything to jeopardize the background. Okay, so with my background now created, now if we go to my reference app, our next thing I will bring to this thing be the Heineken beer bottle. So I go open up my file explorer to bring in the Heineken product. Yes, so I go right click and then convert it to smart object and then click and drag it on top of the design. I go adjust the size a bit and then tilt it to the right and then place it in the middle of the design like this. Adjust the size a bit. Okay, so I will okay like this. Okay, so with my with the Heineken beer product imported onto the design. Now what I will do is say if we look at the reference image, they see the light source they shine on top of the bottle like this, creating some kind of depth and realism to the design or to the whole this artwork. Yeah, so that be what I come achieve now. So what we will do is I will create new documents and then hold hot on my keyboard and then click to create a clipping mask, and then I will go pick my brush tool and then change the size of the brush tool, and then with my foreground color being on white, I become paint on top of the side where it show the light source. But I will change the flow percentage to like 50 and then okay it, and then change my brush size a bit and then brush on top of them like this. I will brush on top of it. Like this. Like this. Slowly and gently but precise. Okay, so now that I've painted on top of the bottle where the light source is shining, I'll come and then change the blending option to like I will change them to, I think, color dodge. Yes, color dodge. And then I go change the fill percentage. I go push them down a bit so it won't be too vibrant for the eye. I think 65. So if we toggle them off and on, you will see the difference. You see, toggle them off and on, you see the difference. So this adds some kind of realism to the whole thing. Since there's a light source, definitely it's shining on top of the beer. Okay, so when we go back to my my reference image, we have this text behind the bottle. That's also that reads happy hour, so they can create that text too. So I will choose my text too and then click on top and then write happy hour. We go place them behind the bottle. So let's apply this and then duplicate it and then change to hour. Adjust the size a bit and then choose them on the layers panel and then click and drag it behind the bottle, so like this. Then tilt it a bit like this. So this be our happy hour. I think I will adjust the size of the bottle a bit. It looks too small, so I will choose it and the light overlay, then adjust the size a bit. I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. This a little bit. I think this is okay. So I go okay. Okay. So we go back to my reference. So this be okay. Reference okay. I think say the text will be a bit smaller. I think I have to adjust that one to a bit bigger. So this we have to say the bottle go for top nicely. Okay, so this be okay. So I think this is okay. So if we go back to my reference, so they say if you look inside the happy hour text behind the bottle, get this effect, check like some paper effects be like that, some crumple paper effects before inside like that. Okay. Now we come to create that. I have this texture that I placed inside the text that gave it that fill. So I'm going to open up the file explorer to import in that paper texture. So this is it. I'm gonna unlock the background and then click and drag it on top of the design. Okay, and then I'm gonna convert it to clipping mask. Then with both I'm gonna toggle it off. Okay, so with both hour and the happy text selected, I'm gonna convert them to smart object so that I can be able to apply the paper effect on both text at the same time. So I'm gonna toggle back the paper and then create clipping mask and then zoom out and then adjust the size of the paper. So you see, so this is how I was able to create that effect inside the text. So it's like, so you adjust it to your fill anyhow you want it to be based on what you are after. I just go with it. So just adjusting it as you see it. I think I'm gonna go with this. I think this is fine. Seeing the crumpling and everything, it's nicer. Yes, so I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so with that effect created, I think if we go back to my reference, there's this open world text that I'll place on top of there, and also there's the crown. There's this effect of the crown cork of the Heineken that I motion effected at part of the background, and also the Heineken logo. I'm gonna add all those elements to the design. So first I'm gonna come with the Heineken crown cork. Right click and then convert it to this one, smart object, and click and drag it on top of the design. Adjust the size, then like this. Place it at both ends of the canvas. Change the size of this one too. Maybe if you just change it, so rotate it anyhow, just to bring some dynamism to the whole placement. Yes. Then I'm gonna OK it too. Okay, so I'm gonna add the motion blur effect to it by clicking on the filter on the options panel, and then coming to blur and then choosing motion blur. So motion blur, you can adjust the angle, how you want the blur to look like. Also adjust the distance by per pixel or whatever is there. Yes, so just with one like that. You see, you adjust them till you are satisfied with how you are seeing it. I think this is fine. I'll also choose the second crown curve too, and then do the same to that one to change the angle so that it gives it some depth. Yes. So this is how it's created. I'm gonna choose both elements and then place them as part of the background like this, so that it keeps my layers panel very clean. I'm gonna also put the Heineken bottle and also our happy hour text also into a group, and then name it main items. Okay, so when you go to my reference, I think what is left is the open world text and also the Heineken logo. I'm gonna open the file explorer to come with the Heineken logo first. Right click and then create, make it a smart object, and then click and drag it on top of the design, and then change the size. Yeah, like this. Place it here like this. And okay. Also I'm gonna type in the open world text. Open your world. Okay, so I'm gonna click and then drag it, then tilt it a bit just to form it, to make it, to align it to the happy hour text behind the Heineken bottle. Yes, so our design is done. Okay, so this be how I achieved the Heineken beer art design. If you really enjoyed this tutorial, kindly like and subscribe to KojoCube Studios for more and more exciting design tutorials like this. See you in my next lesson. Bye bye.